Results feel solid. They look objective. They feel measurable. They appear undeniable. Numbers don't argue back. Wins feel like proof. Losses feel like judgment. And that's exactly why results are dangerous. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Results don't measure skill. They measure what happened under a very specific set of conditions, and most people never separate the two. That confusion quietly destroys judgment. Let me slow this down. Skill is about decision quality before the outcome. Results are about what reality decided afterward. Skill lives in probabilities. Results live in snapshots. Skill survives change. Results often don't. But your brain hates uncertainty. It wants clean stories. If something worked, it must have been smart. If something failed, it must have been stupid. That shortcut feels efficient. It's also wrong. Now watch how this plays out in real life. Two people make the same decision. Same logic, same risk, same preparation. One succeeds, one fails. The world immediately rewrites the story. The winner was sharp, visionary, calculated. The loser was reckless, unprepared, naive. But nothing fundamental changed between them. Same decision, different timing, different environment, different noise. Yet outcome becomes identity. That's hindsight, bias rewriting reality. Now take this into money. Why do people worship investors after one big win? Because results feel like evidence. But markets don't reward skill cleanly. They reward timing, liquidity, momentum, cycles, other people's errors. A terrible strategy can work in a strong market. A disciplined strategy can lose in a bad one. Results don't care. Yet people build confidence, reputations, and egos on single outcomes. And that confidence gets recycled into the next decision. That's how people blow up. Because the lesson they learned was wrong. Now look at careers. Why do mediocre people sometimes rise quickly? Because they enter systems aligned with them. Right boss, right politics, right moment. Their results look impressive. So we call them talented. Meanwhile, someone equally skilled, or better, in a misaligned system stalls. And we label them underperformers. Same ability, different context. Results hide environment, and environment decides more than people admit. Now here's the dangerous part. Results don't just lie about skill, they reward confidence. People with visible results speak louder. They get promoted, they get platforms, they get followers, and confidence becomes contagious. Others copy them, not because they understand the process, but because they see the outcome. That's how bad ideas spread, not because they're good, but because they once worked. Now let's go deeper. Results erase uncertainty. They compress a messy chain of events into a clean number. You don't see near failures, close calls, hidden risks paths that almost collapsed. You see the ending, and your brain assumes control where there was randomness. That's dangerous, because it trains you to trust outcomes instead of judgment. Now turn the lens inward. How many times have you trusted someone because they had results? How many times have you doubted yourself because results didn't show up quickly? How many times have you abandoned a good process because it didn't pay off immediately? Results punish patience. They reward exposure. And exposure without discipline creates false confidence. That's how people drift away from skill without realizing it. Now listen carefully. If you let results define your intelligence, you become reactive. Every win inflates you. Every loss destabilizes you. If you let results define your self-worth, you lose internal stability. You start chasing validation instead of accuracy. That's not power, that's dependence. Real skill lives deeper. It shows up in risk control, consistency, adaptation, learning speed, decision quality, under pressure. Things results don't reveal immediately. Strong people understand this rule. Good process can fail temporarily. Bad process can succeed temporarily. Only one survives repetition. So they judge themselves differently. They ask, would I make this decision again, knowing only what I knew then? Was my reasoning sound before the outcome? Did I manage risk or just get lucky? They don't build identity around outcomes, because identity built on results collapses the moment conditions change. Now here's the shift. Powerful people treat results as feedback, not proof. They use wins to look for hidden weaknesses. They use losses to refine judgment, not self-worth. They never confuse outcome with ability, because the moment you chase results blindly, you start chasing luck, and luck always collects its debt. So remember this. Results tell you what happened. They don't tell you why. If you confuse outcome with skill, you'll repeat mistakes that once worked, and when conditions change, they always do, those mistakes become disasters. Stay sharp.
Thanks for spending time with us. If this sparked a new way of thinking, hit like and subscribe to keep the ideas flowing. And don't forget, check the description for the links to the resources and the original books we used today. We'll see you in the next one.